Good morning. This is an introductory session on Indian society. We are going to understand the relevance of Indian society in UPSC examination, and we are going to understand its syllabus and how to approach it. Now, when I talk about Indian society, it is an integral part of your GS1. GS1, that is the mains paper GS1. Now, if we talk about the weightage of Indian society in GS1 is 75 marks. Now, when as we all know that all the general studies papers of the mains examination are of 250 marks each. So, out of this 250 marks in GS1, 75 marks are dedicated to Indian society. Roughly every year we have minimum 6 questions. Sometimes we have 6 to 7 questions, but at least we have 6 questions dedicated to this section. And as a result, studying Indian society becomes very important from the mains perspective. Not only mains, it is also relevant for your preliminary examination. Like, for example, we can see over here the second point, role of women and women organization. So here we study about the laws related to women. And in prelims this year, we had a question related to Nari Shakti Adhiniyam. So if you are studying Indian society in depth, definitely even such questions from the preliminary perspective would be easily addressed. Not only this, Indian society is also very important for essay paper. Like if you look at the questions of essay, the topics of essay, at least 1 or 2 questions are related to the social issues. Like in 2023, we had an essay related to education. We had essay related to gender issue. So these topics are directly relevant from the society perspective. So Indian society is definitely very important for prelims, for mains, so it is definitely 75 marks in GS1 and it is also relevant for your essay writing. Okay. So let us try to understand the syllabus given by UPSC. So this is the exact syllabus mentioned by UPSC. So you can look at the syllabus. Syllabus is quite short and crisp. Okay. So the very first topic is salient features of Indian society and diversity of India. Now see here, UPSC has just given the pointer, salient features of Indian society. UPSC has not elaborated what are the salient features of Indian society. So we as an aspirants, we need to elaborate it and explore what are the different salient features of Indian society. UPSC may ask anything under the roof. So that is the point over here. The next point is diversity of India. Now we know that India is one of the most diverse countries in this world. But in spite of being the most diverse country, we stay in harmony, in peace. So that is a unique significance or salient feature of Indian society. But because of this diversity, there are different issues, there are different challenges which we are facing. And we have to come up with the solution because diversity is an asset for India. We need to cherish it. So what are the issues? We need to rectify it, we need to solve it. So that is the first point, salient features of Indian society. Now, when I talk about salient features, so there are different salient features of Indian society. Unity in diversity. It's one of the beautiful salient feature of Indian society. Caste system. It is an integral feature of Indian society. Patriarchy. Okay. Joint family system. So these are the salient features of Indian society which we need to elaborate upon. Okay. The next topic is role of women and women organizations. So in this topic, we have to understand about the evolution of the status of women. What was the status of women in ancient times? What things changed in the medieval and what happened in the modern and in the present context. Next important thing, we have to understand the role of the women in shaping of Indian society. And most important, the role played by Indian women in the Indian freedom struggle. So that is covered in this topic. The next topic under this is population and associated issues. Now, we all know that India is the most populous country in the world. And because of the increasing, rising population, there are different issues which we are riddled with. So how to solve those issues? What are the issues that we need to understand and we need to give solutions for these issues? So that is the second point. The third main topic is poverty and the developmental issues. Okay. So we know that a significant portion of Indian population lies below poverty line. So poverty, its challenges with respect to the development, All that we have to cover in this. Then the next is urbanization. Now we know that 30% of the Indian population stays in cities, and in future this is going to increase drastically. So with urbanization, definitely different problems will come. So you as an administrator, you need to give this, you need to understand what are the problems, and accordingly you need to provide the remedies. Then the fourth topic is effect of globalization on Indian society. So globalization, it refers to interconnectedness with the other parts of the world. Okay. So what is the impact of this interconnectedness on the Indian society? That we need to understand in this topic. Then the next topic is social empowerment. Now this comes with respect to empowering of the weaker sections like women, children, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, minorities. Okay. So their empowerment. What are the legal measures? What are the different welfare schemes for their empowerment? So that we'll be studying under this. Then the next thing is communalism. Now we know that India is the most multi-religious country. Like people following different religions coexist in this country. But then there is always a scope for the issue of communalism. Communalism basically means that if one particular religious group tries to think that my particular religion is the most superior one, and that results into hatred for the other religious people, or that person or that religious community start to hate the other religious communities, that results into the issue of communalism. Then the last one, regionalism. Regionalism simply means that excessive pride for your region. Okay, so if you think that your region, your state is the best one, and you start to hate others, or you are discriminating with the migrants coming into your state, then that is resulting into regionalism. And the last topic is secularism. Secularism, that is respecting all the religions. Government or India as a country do not have any one particular religion, but yes, uh, all the religions are respected and treated equally throughout the territory of India. So these are the important pointers of the syllabus for Indian society. Okay. So syllabus is very much defined. And if you look at the nature of the nature of the questions are very relevant with whatever it's given in the syllabus. Okay. Now, why to study Indian society? So we have understood the entire syllabus. So this is a syllabus. Then why do you think that it's necessary to study Indian society? See, ultimately, after becoming the civil servant, we have to serve society. We have to serve the people, Indian. So because of this, we should be very much familiar with the Indian social system. Ultimately, we have to work for the society. We have to work for the people. But before this, we need to have a brief understanding about what is the Indian social system. Then and then only we will be in a position to understand the issues which are inherent to the Indian society. And then only we as an administrator will be in a position to provide the solution. So that is the relevance of Indian society in UPSC examination. I hope the syllabus is pretty clear. I hope the relevance of society is pretty clear and its weightage is very clear. Okay. Now, how to study society? If you look at these things, so these are the things which you study in different subjects. Like, for example, many of the schemes and all you will be studying in while you will be studying current affairs. Then you will be studying about poverty, about population in economy. You'll be studying about urbanization, the criteria for the cities and all in economy. You will be studying about the different laws and all in polity. So basically, it's an amalgamation of everything. It's an amalgamation of your history, of your polity, of your economics together. So what we need to do, we need to make crisp notes on each and every topic. Our basics should be very clear. Our definition should be very clear. Okay. So we need to make, like, for example, if there is a question on regionalism, so you should have a short note on what do you mean by regionalism? What is the definition of regionalism? What are the challenges because of excessive pride towards a particular region? what are the solutions, what can be done. So like that, for each and every topic, your 1 or 2 pages notes should be ready. And the next important thing, now this particular topic is very dynamic. You have to supplement your answers with the current examples. So you have to read current affairs, newspaper, and whatever examples on the daily basis that are coming in the news articles, you need to add it to your notes. And the best thing to study Indian society is to solve the previous year questions. So solving all the PYQs will do the job. Okay. So that's it for the society. Thank you.